Hey everyone, welcome back to Chart Stoppers. Before we get into today's stock, I just need to remind everyone that this channel is about looking at different stocks and mapping out their key support and resistance areas on their daily charts. Also, we will be identifying any trends a stock is in and any key technical patterns we can find on the charts. Don't forget, this channel is for educational purposes only, and I am not advocating to buy or sell any of the securities talked about on this channel. But I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. Also, I provided a link in the description for Webull. You could use it to start an account and you will get 2 free stocks. And don't forget, we will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks. So if you have a recommendation for a video, leave a comment below and I will try to get to it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have your notifications on so you don't miss out on any new content here. Okay, so let's get into the market today. Today is November 12th, 2021, and you can see here the S&P 500 is up 0.63%, the Dow is up 0.39%, and the NASDAQ is up 0.84%. So a very good day today, a very nice way to end the week, and hopefully we can continue this momentum into next week, and we will have a good week next week. All right, so let's get into the stock I wanted to take a look at today. I've had a couple requests to take a look at Aquestive Therapeutics. I've never done a video on this one before, so this will be the first time covering this stock. At the time of this recording, Aquestive Therapeutics is currently trading at $6.18. It is up 2 cents on the day, or the equivalent of 0.41%. In the past week, this stock is up a little over 7%. In the past month, this stock is up 61.65%. So it's having a very good month in the past month. In the past 3 months, this stock is up 69.97%. So very good 3 months. And in the past year, the stock is actually down 2.53%. So it's actually pretty flat in the past year. Okay, so that's pretty odd to see that, it's having a huge couple months here. It's been on a nice run, but in the past year, the stock is actually down. So if we go back on the chart to November, you could see where we at. We're at November 12th. So let's try to find that on our chart and we'll see if we could line these up. If we could do that. November 12th would be right around here. So you could see if I'm lined up right there. And yeah, we were trading around the same area. So, not much of a return if you got in a year ago, you're still around that same area, okay? But you could see right when this stock came out, it was trading around $15 to around $19 in that range. Right after it, appeared on the NASDAQ, that's the trading range it was in. It had a support level around $15. That's where I have my first support, and my resistance was at $19 up here. Okay, so let me zoom in for you so we could see this range up here. This doesn't really have anything to do with where it's at now, but maybe it will get back up to this level eventually. But you could see, right up here, I have a resistance level around $19. That's where the stock needs to get back up to and close above there if it wants to move on to new highs. You could see the all-time high is $20.70, and we hit that on September 13th of 2018. So that was a long time ago, a couple years ago, and you could see we've been above there intraday, but never been able to close above 19. So going down, like I said, $15 was support, and that support got broken, and we had a huge drop in price going from that $15 support all the way down here to around $8, where eventually we bottomed out at this $3 level. So just about the start of 2019, we got into around this $3 to $9 area, and that's where the stock has really been trading at since then. So, this part of the chart is not really relevant unless the stock breaks past this $9 area, and then this will come into play. But as you could see, it's been trading in between this range of $3 and $9 here. And we have a base set up at $3. So let's just get rid of that part of the chart, and we'll zoom in on what really matters here and what we've really been dealing with here for the past couple years. So you could see, you know, the $3 support, that's been holding up, except for this part right here, which was the lows of COVID. So I'm not really going to count that. I'm not going to hold that against the stock. You know, that happened to every chart. Look at every stock in the stock market, that you're going to see that on every chart. Okay, so, you know, I'm not going to call that a broken support there. That's just, you know, lows of COVID. Everyone was selling their stocks, so, you know, we won't hold that against the stock. You know, we'll still have our $3 base here, and, you know, the stock's just been jumping up and down between $3, and I have my resistance set at $8.20. Okay, even though it jumps above there, you know, a couple times, that is the resistance that I have on my chart, $8.20. That's where I need to see this stock get above, and we're going to want to see it hold above there and continue on. Okay, you could see these false breakouts right in here. This was 2019 in November, and right in here, that was in 2020 August. We had a false breakout above that level. Okay, you know, but we weren't able to maintain the breakout level, and we did gap down over here. Okay. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about on this chart is the downtrend it's been on. Now, that's where, you know, you could see this red trend line that I have drawn, and that goes all the way back to when this stock IPO'd, and you could see it's just been in a perfect downtrend ever since then, making lower highs and lower lows ever since, and it goes all the way down into this $3 support here, and it's been perfectly touching off that trend line ever since, until around, it looks like right around October. Okay, so just about last month, we finally broke out of that downtrend that it was on since 2018, and we've been on this nice little uptrend here that you could see that since we broke out of that downtrend. Okay, so we finally broke out of that, and let me just switch over to the weekly chart so we could get a better look at that, and you could see it more clearly here. Yeah, that shows a way better picture of that trend here. And you could see every week we just went up, touched that line, and we got kept getting rejected off of that trend line. And now we finally were able to bust through there, get a closing candle on the weekly chart right here above that trend line. And now we are off to the races, headed up towards that resistance of $8.20. So I'm just going to put up my moving averages here and see what we could find off of those. And let's switch back to the daily chart and see what was going on with our moving averages there. Looks like we recovered our 200-day moving average. We're above our 50-day, our 21-day, and look at our 8-day right here in the white. You could see this white moving average. That is acting as support during this rally, and that's very nice right there. You could see that nice uptrend with that white 8-day moving average acting as support. We're not dipping below that on a daily basis. You could see today we did dip below that a little bit with that wick on that candle, but it looks like every other day we're staying above that moving average, and we're on a nice little uptrend. That shows very strong momentum in the stock, and that's what you like to see on an uptrend. Let me zoom out here. You can see my 200-day in the yellow and my 50-day in the dark blue here. We're well above those. The 21-day is in the light blue, so we're way above all those. Everything's looking good for momentum on that, and my chart's getting a little bit messed up here on the daily chart, so yeah, you could see, I'm just going to switch over to the weekly chart again and check out our moving averages on that one. And let me fix my chart here, zoom in. And you could see on our weekly chart that we are above our 50-period moving average there in the blue. We have support from our 8-period moving average. We do have support from our 21-period moving average also. So everything is looking good there as from the support perspective from our moving averages. And it looks like, we didn't really, the resistance from our moving averages came in, I think, from our 50-period moving average. That looks like it was following our trend line here. You could see that dark blue moving average there, kind of following my trend line right there, going back to around March here. So that was well above there. Also, kind of our 21-period moving average here. But I wanted to talk also about this uptrend we've been on and why this is happening. Basically, the reason why the uptrend is happening and why this stock is breaking out is because they are awaiting a FDA approval on their new drug called Libervant, which is, it's basically a film for the management of seizure clusters. It's a, it's a medication that comes in a film that you put in your mouth, and it dissolves in your mouth, and it's basically diazepam. It's a benzodiazepine. It dissolves in your mouth, and it controls seizures, okay? And it's supposed to be approved by the FDA by December 23rd, if everything goes as planned. So that is, I think, the anticipation for that is why we're seeing a rally in the stock here. And that is why you're seeing the run up in the stock. So hopefully we can see this thing run all the way up to that resistance level here, since we don't have any moving averages acting as resistance. Okay, we're above all the moving averages here. We're not going to run into any of those for resistance. And hopefully we could see this thing run up to that $8.20 level, maybe even get past that, and then they get that FDA approval and break out above that resistance, okay? So like I said, December 23rd, I think, is the deadline, or yeah, it should be approved by December 23rd is what I read. So, that's why we're seeing this run up in the stock price, and, hopefully this rally continues, but be careful because there's always that chance that it could be a buy the rumor, sell the news event. Okay, so that's my breakdown of this stock. If you guys liked it, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and have your notifications on. And I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time on Chart Stoppers.